Nearly 3 decades and 7 movies later, the Mission Impossible series has, improbably, aged like a fine wine. Each film has outdone the last, and Dead Reckoning Part 1 is no different. But before this message self-destructs in about 5 minutes, I'd like to say hello guys and gals, I'm Nick, and welcome to 30's Feedback. So, MI goes AI in the 7th outing for the TV series turned action cinema franchise, a genuinely breathtaking romp that tops the previous Christopher McQuarrie directed episodes for sheer nail-biting spectacle and pulse-racing tension. The zeitgeisty plot may have holes through which you could drive the Orient Express, but for pure adrenaline rush entertainment, this will leave you exhilarated and eager for more. 3 decades ago, Ethan Hunt sold his soul to the IMF. No, the other IMF, the Impossible Mission Force, a covert organisation whose oath demands that its members live and die in the shadows for those we hold close and those we never meet. Since then, Hunt has saved the world more than once. His last mission involved neutralising nuclear bombs, but now he's up against everyone's favourite enemy, a fiendish artificial intelligence known as the Entity. A name that will sound sillier every time it is spoken out loud, and it is spoken out loud a lot. It's hardly a new idea. Jack Paglen's script for 2014's 70s influence Transcendence dramatised the singularity, the point at which technology outthinks humankind a decade ago, paving the way for MI7's sentient viral intelligence. This thing has a mind of its own, which is everywhere and nowhere, godless, stateless, amoral, controlling and manipulating information so that truth as we know it is in peril. This wisecracking interaction between Cruise and Atwell has a nice old-school screwball flavour somehow. This very modern threat has a very old-fashioned key, a weird crucifix-shaped dongle that, like Archimedes' Antikythera in Indiana Jones in the Dial of Destiny, has been split into 2 pieces that must be reunited to unlock its secrets. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to bring us the key, declares the familiar self-destructing tape. The IMF have apparently shunned newfangled voicemail or encrypted WhatsApp messages. Later, they will retreat to the safety of an offline analog room, the one place the Entity can't get to them. Warring forces wish to own the Entity to control and weaponize it. Ilsa Faust apparently holds part of the puzzle, which puts a price on her head because the fate of the world depends on finding whatever it unlocks, thus sending Hunt off in globe-trotting pursuit. The pre-credit sequence alone takes us from a submarine in the Bering Strait to a horseback chase through the desert en route to a sandstorm shootout with brief stopovers in Amsterdam and elsewhere. We also get an early reminder that we're back in the world in which rubbery masks are realistic enough to get Jason Statham believing in the face-off machine again.
Here's what we do. I go into the face-off machine. Get a whole new face.
There's plenty of caperish comedy afoot, particularly after Hunt teams up with Hayley Atwell's light-fingered Grace. A handcuffed car chase featuring a Fiat 500 careening down Rome's Spanish steps recalls the mini-fueled fun of the Italian Job, while the wisecracking interaction between Cruise and Atwell has a nice old-school screwball flavour. Elsewhere, the Join the Dots plot includes a James Bond-style mission to a lavish party where a scene-stealing cracked Vanessa Kirby warns that truth is vanishing, war is coming. A prologue to a Don't Look Now style chase through the alleyways of Venice. Esai Morales, who proves so chilling in Ozark, nails another villainous role as Gabriel, a dark messiah who is the Entity's chosen messenger. As for Cruise, he may still have the physical fitness of a less than 40-year-old, but he's also developed a Richard Gere style blinky squint of late, which adds a touch of melancholy maturity to his otherwise boyish charm. It all builds to a frankly jaw-dropping train-bound finale in which the heavily trailered sight sight of the real Tom Cruise really driving a real motorbike off a real mountaintop is only an appetizer for what is to come. One of the most audaciously extended action set pieces I have ever seen, which left my nails not so much bitten as gnawed to the bone. The fact that this is only the beginning is cause for celebration. Roll on Dead Reckoning Part 2.